One of my favorite stories is by Dr. Seuss. It's called The Sneetches, and it tells the tale of two similar groups that have one major difference. In the book, Dr. Seuss writes, "Now the star-belly Sneetches had bellies with stars. The plain-belly Sneetches had none upon theirs. When the star-belly children went out to play ball, could a plain belly get in the game? Not at all. You only could play if your bellies had stars, and the plain-bellied children had none upon theirs." That's how Dr. Seuss sets the scene for the Sneetches, and it sounds sad, doesn't it, to be a plain-bellied Sneetch? The story continues, and it introduces a character named Sylvester McMonkey McBean. Sylvester McMonkey McBean has a machine that, for a small fee, will add a star to the belly of any Sneetch that wants one. Of course, they all line up to get stars. The star-belly Sneetches aren't a big fan of that, though. They liked the way things were. Lucky for them, it turns out that Sylvester McMonkey McBean also has a machine that will remove stars from the bellies of Sneetches. So for a small fee, the original star-belly Sneetches line up to have their stars removed. Because you see, it's not about having a star or not. It's about being able to tell the difference and being able to feel superior. On and on it goes, with Sneetches lining up to add or remove stars over and over until no one is happy anymore. Except, of course, for Sylvester McMonkey McBean, who has been making a lot of money. I think we can learn a lot from the Sneetches. As people, we like to divide ourselves into groups rather than celebrate everything that we have in common. We are really good at making stereotypes or jokes about someone who looks, thinks, talks, or even dresses differently than we do. But really, when it comes down to it, we have so much more in common than we have differences. The Bible has something to say about this. In his letter to the Galatians, Paul writes, "There is no longer Jew or Greek. There is no longer slave or free. There is no longer male and female, for all are one in Christ Jesus." In Christ, we are all one family. We each have different gifts and talents, but we are united. We are all created by God, and God calls us good. We have all sinned, and we will all sin again, and we share in the grace of Jesus Christ. The Sneetches' story does have a happy ending, by the way. Sure, they've lost all of their money putting on and taking off stars, but at the end, they realize something far more important than the value of money. That Sneetches are Sneetches, no matter if they've got a star on their belly or not. Thanks be to God.